We might have to make this a series to show why water wouldn't be sufficient and why the fire is required now. And again, we talking about plastics and microplastics. This is just one of many ways that the earth and everything therein has been defiled. But this is what it looks like up close. And believe it or not, the very plastic and trash we looking at is affecting our health today. One way or another, we eat and drink something that's coming from this water. Microplastics don't go away, it's only transferred from one place to another, one organism to another. But again, that's why the Lord said their hurtful works are fulfilled. Esau has done heavy damage to the earth and everything therein. So now we're going to show, the wild animals. We're going to show just a few small examples of how even they are being affected by Esau's wickedness. We got a couple articles, a couple screenshots we're going to look at. So we've been talking about the zombie rabbits. We brought that up. Guess what? Now there's zombie squirrels, zombie deer, zombie spiders. So we're going to start with this first one. And it's titled Zombie Squirrels Covered in Oozing Warts Spotted Through U.S. Backyards. So zombie squirrels. Squirrels covered in pus-filled wart-like tumors have been spotted skulking through backyards across the United States. And of course it's in the United States. Because the wickedness of man that's polluted the whole earth, it began somewhere. And the wickedness, whether it's plastics and microplastics, gas and oil spills, or LGBTQ activity, it all begins somewhere where, before it affects the whole earth. And it begins here in America. America is the epicenter or the source of all wickedness and abominations in the earth. So when they say these zombie squirrels are spotted across the United States, go figure. The grotesque looking gray squirrels appear with oozing sores and hairless patches on their heads and limbs. But that's why scriptures say wickedness hath polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. This is a hurtful work of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Isaiah 24:5, the earth also, not only the earth, but the inhabitants of the earth, not just the people, but also the animals, is defiled, meaning corrupted, polluted, destroyed under the hand of the wicked. This is what it means, to be defiled, corrupted, polluted. Corrupted means that your bodily systems, flesh and blood, can't function or operate as normal. Pretty much it gets sick, gets cancerous. That's what this is. Even flesh and blood can be corrupted. Some have dubbed the critters zombie squirrels, but wildlife experts claim that animals are likely suffering from squirrel fibromatosis, a viral skin disease caused by the lepropoxy virus. So they blamed it on the virus. But where did the virus come from? From the hand of the wicked. Again, the earth is also defiled under the inhabitants thereof. So Esau will point the blame to different viruses, different toxins, but all the toxins come from him. And then he creates a lot of these illnesses that we see. But the point is, these zombie squirrels are popping up across America, showing you that this is the source of all of the world's wickedness, pollution, and abominations. So we got another one. Pictures of zombie rabbits. We was talking about that last time. With twisting black horns go viral. The horn-like growths are harmless to the bunnies unless they grow on sensitive areas like the eyes, mouth, or interfere with eating. And this is the devil. Matter of fact, let's show some of these pictures. Listening, like this right here. You see that? Esau said they harmless to the bunnies. Read that again. The horn-like growths are harmless to the bunnies. And that's the devil for you. The devil will mess up something then tell you it ain't that bad. He the type of nigga, you let him borrow your car, he'll go hit something, get the car damaged, bring it back to you, tell you it ain't that bad. That's something the devil would do. Again, the horn-like growths are harmless to the bunnies. But what do the scriptures say? Their hurtful works are fulfilled. But let's read down a little bit. Photos of black horn-like growths around their faces have gone viral, describing the animals as Frankenstein, zombie, or demon rabbits. This is the work of Esau. The rabbits are suffering from a relatively harmless disease called the Shope papillomavirus. So Esau is telling you that it's a harmless virus. Do anything look harmless about this? This means the body, its immune systems, its organs have been damaged and can't repair itself. This is a hurtful work. That's why the scriptures say their hurtful works are fulfilled. And Esau got the nerve to tell you that it's a harmless disease. Got the nerve to tell you that the horn-like growths are harmless to the bunnies. How about we ask the bunnies how they feel? And Esau lucky that wildlife can't talk in a way that regular people can understand. Because if so, there would be so many complaints toward Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Check this out. The disease is mainly found in America's Midwest. So again, mainly in America, which is the source of all wickedness that pollutes the earth. That's why the scriptures say, the earth mourneth and fadeth. Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Matter of fact, let's go get that word defiled real quick. It ain't too late to show. H2610. Check this out. To be defiled, polluted, corrupt. This bunny is corrupted. Not in a spiritual sense, like it's a demon bunny, but its flesh is corrupted, meaning it can't repair itself. It doesn't function as normal. You got these abnormal growths. And that's pretty much what any disease or cancer is. It's the corruption of the flesh. To be polluted. Let's go to the Strong's definition. Yup. To greatly corrupt, greatly pollute, or greatly defile. So again, this is the work of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Animals with these black horns and pus and growths didn't pop up until Esau popped up on the scene. And it don't stop there. We got some screenshots we're going to look at real quick. Check this out. Some zombie deer. A deer that became riddled with tumors from eating plants sprayed with Roundup. It seems fairly common. So you got deer popping up like this now. And Esau will probably tell you that this is a harmless condition from a harmless sickness, that it doesn't affect the deer at all. But ask the deer, how does it feel? Esau will tell you that this is harmless. But that's why the scriptures say, 2 Ezra 15:6, their hurtful works are fulfilled. This is the result of the wicked being in the earth. When the wicked is in the earth, their wickedness is not contained to the wicked. It spreads out and affects all things in the earth, including the earth itself. So Esau, the white man, is really like a cancer or a sickness to existence. And again, here they go. They blaming it on a Roundup, which is that pesticide, herbalizer, whatever you call it. They blaming it on a Roundup, like the deer shouldn't have ate the rounded up sprayed grass. But who created the Roundup? Came from Esau eating the white man. Then even the Roundup pretty much tells you that it's toxic. This probably did come from the Roundup. But if it didn't, this is still got the fingerprints of Esau eating the white man on it. Because if it wasn't the Roundup that it ate, it's something else that came from Esau eating the white man. And here go the squirrels. Their hurtful works are fulfilled. This is what it means to be defiled, corrupted, polluted, contaminated, destroyed, damaged. This is what happens when Esau, the white man, is in the earth. And it again has the nerve to tell you that this is harmless. But again, as we mentioned earlier in the lesson, Esau, the white man, and his hurtful works, his works are so hurtful, again, it doesn't just damage this generation. It has lasting effects. It'll damage you for many generations to come. That's why often, there's a lot of chemicals. It can alter your genetic structure. That's, again, why you have birth defects, other complications in the next generation. Sperm messed up. Egg cells messed up. And that's why they tell you a lot of sicknesses are genetic, meaning it's passed down. So even if the Lord flooded the earth, the water not going to get rid of this either. No, this has to be burned off the face of the earth. There is no cure to this. There's no telling how many deer, squirrels, rabbits, other animals that's carrying damaged DNA and cells from the generation of animals before it. And when the DNA and genetics are messed up, hey, this sickness is bound to pop up anytime. So what's the cure to this? It'll be that fire. What's the way to rid the earth of all the plastics and microplastics? It's that fire. So that's why the lesson is titled, Fire is Required This Time. But again, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, their hurtful works are fulfilled. Esau has successfully damaged all things on earth. Meaning that the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, and the inhabitants would be Esau, Edom, the white man, the people in power. Under their control, the earth has been completely ruined.